my fellow big backs, and yes, you're a big back if you clicked on this, because like, what other reason would you click on this if you're not a big back? Anyways, I'm back at it again with my second episode of Taylor's Cooking. I honestly think this series is gonna be for the books because I'm low-key a chef. We all know that if you follow me on my other social medias. You see me chefing it up in the kitchen, especially since I'm a gym rat or whatever the heck you could call it. I really like to chef it up. So I like to make sure my meals are enjoyable and macro friendly. So I'm not gonna gatekeep. I'm gonna put you guys on. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to make high protein chocolate banana pancakes. I've been making these for so long now. They're just hitting the surface of the media now because I was a gatekeeper, I guess, or I was just lazy, I don't know. But this recipe is so easy. I make it in the mornings, like every morning, like clockwork, I'll do it. I'll usually pair it with like an egg white omelet or something like that. But honestly, this is filling enough to have on its own. Like I said, I'm just a big back and I like to have my meals a little bit larger than usual. Enough about me. I'm gonna show you guys everything that you need to make this. And honestly, it's pretty simple. First up, you're gonna need a banana. You only need one unless you wanna like garnish it at the end. I don't think I'm gonna, but like I may do it just for the sake of the video because like I gotta be an aesthetic queen, you know? And then we use Hershey's, oh my gosh, okay, Hershey's unsweetened cocoa powder. This thing is like the holy grail, like I'm telling you, and it's macro friendly. It's like 10 calories for a teaspoon. Why wouldn't you, you know? Adds a good flavor of chocolate. Then we're using egg whites. You can use eggs, but I'm trying to be a little bit less of a big back. I know it doesn't matter. Don't come for me in the comments, but if you know, you know. I'd rather just make it a little bit macro friendlier. So I'm an egg white person, so you can use a regular egg, but I'm gonna use a serving of egg whites. Next up, we're gonna need protein powder. I'm using whey vanilla ice cream flavor. If you have chocolate protein powder, extra points, but low key, I prefer using the Hershey's unsweetened powder. It's just better overall and it tastes better, honestly. It's more chocolatey and more rich, if that makes sense. And then lastly, we're using milk. I like to use Fairlife milk because it's high protein. We're not using much of it, but yeah, don't buy it because it's not sponsored, but it's fire. That's everything that we need. Let's get on to it. Now let's get into the cooking because like I'm Betty Crocker, bitch. No, I'm kidding, but like, you know what I mean. First up, take a plate and a fork. Open the banana or peel it, however you say it. Throw that banana right into there, like so. Actually, not like so, but close enough. You get my vibe. We're gonna take the fork. I like to use the rigid edges of the fork, and I just smash the banana up. And you want it to just be perfectly smashed up. So the whole banana, smash it. It takes like a couple of seconds. It's pretty easy. Perfect. So the mashed up banana should look somewhat like this. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, here's a little, this is a visual representation of what the banana should look like. Nothing special. If you're lost at this point, just turn the video off because you're unsavable at this point. Next, we're gonna take a full tablespoon of Hershey's chocolate cocoa powder. And I'm gonna take a serving of whey protein. So I'm gonna put that in there as well. Lastly, we're taking the brand new liquid egg whites. We're gonna put 1 serving of egg whites in here. So that's about that much. And I'm sure you could take a guess that we're just gonna mix this baby up. And you wanna mix it up pretty good until it's kind of like a batter. You know what pancake batter is. If you don't know what pancake batter is, I have news for you. And feel free to like mash up the banana bits that you missed in the beginning to make it a little bit more smoother, if that makes sense. The consistency of it should kind of look like this, like a little thick pancake batter. I was gonna compare it to throw up, but then I was like, that's kind of gross, like a little bit. This is the batter. It's pretty simple. Now we're gonna move it on to the stove. Now we're at the grill. I'm using a small pan because real ones know I'm an aesthetic queen. I shouldn't do this with an open flame next to my hair, but yeah, I feel like if I make it a smaller pan, it's gonna look more circular, like a pancake. So that's why I do that. If you don't really care what it looks like, do whatever you want. Heat it up with the skillet, for God's sake. I don't give a fuck. Now we're gonna take some Pam because Pam's everywhere, you know? I'm gonna do a little spray. It's all heated up, we got our batter. I'm just gonna pour our batter right into the pan, try to scrape everything in there because no protein goes to waste. Real gym rats know protein going to waste, that's crazy. We don't waste protein around here. We don't waste anything. And I'd say put it on a medium heat because I always put it on high and then I wonder why it looks burnt AF and I'm the one to blame. I'm just impatient. but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna try to make it a little bit not burnt. And now we wait, and while we wait, we're gonna make our famous, well, my famous chocolate macro-friendly high protein sauce. We're gonna take another scoop, well, teaspoon or whatever the heck it's called, of Hershey's unsweetened cocoa powder. I might add a little bit more just for some extra chocolate flavor. And then, I'm like making a mess. This is crazy. And then we're gonna take another scoop of protein powder. This is optional. Obviously, you could use regular syrup or sugar-free syrup. I can't even speak English if you wanted to, but this will definitely make it chocolatey. So I'm adding a scoop of protein powder as well. This is the most important part. I cannot stress this enough. We're gonna use some milk, but a minuscule amount. If you add too much, it's gonna be too liquidy. We want it to be a rich chocolatey consistency, so we're gonna start off small, take our spoon and mix it up until we get our desired consistency. Remember, you can always add more, you cannot take away. So before you make a whole big bucket full of chocolate, because you keep adding more powder to make it a little bit thicker, let's go a few steps back and add a little by little. I don't know why I keep closing the cap, putting it down, closing the cap, putting it down. Like, hello, like, anyone in there? Mixing it up, it's getting there. It's really getting there. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like, who gets excited for banana protein pancakes? I don't know. If you would have asked me 5 years ago if this was my life, I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Oh yes, look at this, ready? This is the perfect consistency. Ooh, thick and gooey. Let's check on our pancake. I almost burned it again. I'm just gonna check on the bottom a little bit. Oh yeah, this is definitely ready. I'm gonna give her a good flip. Oh yeah, look at that, it's perfect for the video. I'm so excited. I was like, it's gonna be burnt for this video, but I'm glad I stayed on my BS and I did it. Now we're gonna let that cook on the other side for like about a minute or two. Oh, and then I'll show you the rest. This recipe's for the books, I'm telling you. If this goes viral, remember your roots. Remember who put you on to this, because Albert Einstein would have invented this if he was still alive. Rest in peace, bro, I swear, like, no disrespect. After a long couple of minutes of waiting, we're finally done. Make sure you turn off the stove. Take this bad boy off the pan gently. And look at that, it's a perfect pancake. Plop it down. Ugh. Like, you can't tell me this doesn't belong in a magazine. We're gonna get to the aesthetic part. I guess I'm gonna be aesthetic because, like, bro, how am I gonna post on YouTube and not make it aesthetic? I wasn't gonna because I was lazy. Cut that baby up. Hire me at Pliable, bro. Look at me. Look at my cutting skill. Actually, I just jinxed myself. Like, that was the most horrible cut. I almost choked on the banana. That was the most horrible cut ever. Hire me for your chefs for every event. Actually, no, don't, because I'm too lazy for that. I'm not going to show up. The chef's going to be MIA. I'm going to do about half the banana because I choose so. We're going to take the chocolate sauce, drizzle it on our pancake. I'm going to try to make it aesthetic as possible, but if it doesn't happen, it's fine. Oh yeah, look at that. I should have just like globbed it in the middle instead. But like, it's honestly fine. Because I'm gonna throw some of the garnish on it. Look at me with all the words. Oh yeah, this is like, it looks like a dessert. Like, it doesn't even look like breakfast. And can you believe it's macro friendly? Like, crazy. I remember I went on a cut last year and this was like the staple of my cut. Let's give it a try. Oh my gosh, like, you would not believe it's high protein, like, and macro friendly because it tastes so good. Believe me, I'm a big back, so this is big back friendly. I throw the garnishes on there. Nothing too crazy, but crazy enough to make it look like a banana pancake. I'm gonna take the other half of the banana, set it up nicely alongside. Feel free to just glob it on, seriously. Throw the banana peel out. Should have slipped on it first. Voila! Look at that. Oh, like, it literally looks like a magazine, bro. Oh, so good. I want to kiss it. Please let me know how you like this video. Definitely give this a try because you won't regret it. You're going to have it one day and then you're going to have it every day for months because that's how I am. Like, I have hyperfixation meals, but honestly that helps me with my fitness journey, just like keeping it simple sometimes and like repeating it, because sometimes when you have too much variation, it makes stuff so confusing. Definitely comment, rate, and subscribe because you want to see the other videos that I'm making. Like, how you're going to see them if you don't subscribe. And if you thumbs up, love you forever. If you watched all this, to thumbs down. If you watch this whole video, throw comment banana baby and you're a real one, even if you don't want to comment that, comment some dumb shit because I love to read it. You already know that. It makes my day. So comment more content you want to see from me. Follow me on all social medias. Tag out on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. Literally everything. Anything I can think of that I'm not saying right now, I'm like tag out on everything. I appreciate the support for real. And I think that's it, honestly. So I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, go be a big back. All right, bye. You still here, bro?